You guys, this 90-pound pit bull was passed over at the shelter dozens of times. People wouldn't even come near her. They took one look at her face and walked away. Too scary, they said. Too dangerous. But we saw something different. We saw those gentle eyes, that patient soul just waiting for someone to give her a chance. So we brought Luna home. And every single day at 4 p.m., she started doing something that broke our hearts. She'd sit on our porch, watching, waiting, hoping. And what happened next didn't just change her life, it changed our entire neighborhood. This story will make you see pit bulls in a completely different way. We weren't planning on adopting a dog that day. We just stopped by the shelter to look around, like so many people say. And there she was, curled up in the corner of her kennel, quiet and still, with big eyes that looked right through you. Her name was Luna, a pit bull mix with a massive head, stocky body, and a coat that was mostly chocolate brown, with white patches scattered across her chest and paws. 90 pounds of pure strength, but with a gentleness you wouldn't expect. The kind of face people judge before they know the heart behind it. The shelter staff told us she'd been passed over dozens of times. Too intimidating, they said. Some families wouldn't even come near her enclosure. As soon as they saw her size and powerful jaw, they'd turn around and walk away. But something about her softness, her quiet patience, drew us in. We reached out our hands, she leaned into our palms. Her tail wagged slowly, carefully, as if she hardly dared to hope. And right in that moment, we knew she belonged with us. Bringing Luna home was one of the best decisions we ever made, and it didn't take long to realize what kind of soul we were dealing with. Luna wasn't loud. She barely barked, didn't chew furniture, and had no interest in chasing squirrels or digging holes. What she loved more than treats, more than toys, was people. She was, in the purest sense, a social being. Every afternoon, right at 4 p.m., she'd sit at our front door with a quiet intensity, watching the sidewalk like she was waiting for something or someone. At first, we didn't think much of it, but soon we realized she was waiting for friends. Whenever someone walked by, especially if she'd seen them before, her tail would start wagging like a metronome on high speed. She'd perk up, her whole body wiggling, her eyes full of hope. Some neighbors stopped to say hi. They'd laugh at her excitement, give her a quick scratch on the head, maybe even slip her a treat if they had one. But not everyone saw her that way. Some people would cross the street when they saw Luna. Others stiffened up or walked faster, avoiding eye contact like she was dangerous. And even though she never barked or growled, we could see how their reactions deflated her. She'd lower her head a little, her tail would slow down, the hope in her eyes would dim for a moment. If you haven't subscribed yet, I can see that, and it makes me sad. Please hit subscribe. It hurt to see. We knew who she was, a gentle, loving spirit who just wanted connection. But to many people, she was still just that big pit bull on the porch. And slowly, that unspoken rejection started weighing on us too. We talked about it. How could we help people see her? Not just look at her, but truly see her. That's when we wrote the sign, just a small piece of paper taped to our front door. It said, "Her name is Luna. She loves people. She's safe to say hi to, and she would love to meet you." That was all. Simple, honest. And somehow, that little sign changed everything. People started stopping more often, smiling, talking to her, talking to us. Some would kneel down and give her a gentle hug. Others brought her toys or dropped off treats. A teenager on his bike began stopping by every afternoon just to spend a few minutes with her before heading home. An older man who'd never spoken to us before now waved from across the street and crossed over to say hello. And the kids, they adored her. They called her the Queen of the Block. The neighborhood started to shift. not just in how people saw Luna, but in how they connected with each other. People who used to walk with earbuds in now paused to chat. Parents introduced themselves. Strangers exchanged names. Luna, without saying a word, had become the thread weaving our community together. She didn't need to do tricks. She didn't need to be anything other than exactly who she was. Her love was enough. These days, there's hardly a person on the block who doesn't know her. Kids don't walk to school without stopping by. Elderly neighbors plan their walks to align with Luna's porch time. Even people from other streets make detours just to visit. And every single time someone reaches out their hand, her tail still wags just like it did on that very first day. The mailman now carries extra treats in his bag, specifically for her. The teenage girl next door brings her homework to our porch just to sit with Luna while she studies. A young couple who just moved in last month told us they chose this neighborhood because they'd heard about the dog who brings everyone together. What used to be a face some people feared has now become a symbol of warmth, of trust, of transformation. Luna didn't change who she was. She just waited long enough for the world to see her clearly. And here's what we learned. Sometimes love isn't loud. It doesn't always knock on your door or shout for your attention. Sometimes love just waits, patiently, quietly, hopefully. Luna waited, and the world came around. On rainy days when she can't sit on the porch, neighbors actually knock on our door to ask if she's okay. They miss her. They need her presence as much as she needs theirs. She's become more than a dog on the block. She's become the heartbeat of our community. Last week, a little boy who used to be terrified of dogs asked his mom if he could bring Luna a birthday card. He'd drawn her portrait in crayon. His mom told us that meeting Luna taught him that sometimes the things we fear the most can become the things we love the most. That's the power of patience. That's the power of unconditional love. If this story touched your heart, we'd love for you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We believe stories like this matter, stories that remind us how much love is possible when we let go of fear and choose compassion instead. And if you're thinking about adopting a dog, please remember, they're not just pets. They're family. They're healers. They're bridges. Sometimes they're exactly what the world needs. Luna was just looking for a friend. What she found was an entire neighborhood ready to be changed by love.